Let's talk about bass chords and why they're different from guitar chords. Now, maybe you picked up a guitar before and strummed a few open chords and then went to your bass guitar and said, I only got 4 strings, but let me try out some of these guitar chords I was just strumming. So like E minor, for instance, or G major, or C major. Of course, we're missing our B and E string, but we still can do kind of part of those chords that you did on the guitar. Now, there's not a whole lot of application like how you can use these in songs, right? These open chords that you played on the guitar, because they kind of sound muddy, and maybe you can arpeggio them like, right? That sounds a little bit nicer. But there are some positions on bass that make for really nice sounds and are applicable to songs. Number one is power chords, and power chords specifically on the D and G string. Now, a lot of famous players have been known to use these power chords, like Lemmy from Motorhead, Les Claypool from Primus, Mark Hopper from Blink-182. Okay, there's a lot you can do with these power chords on the lighter sounding strings, and that's just 2 frets away from each other. I like to use my pointer finger and my pinky. Now, another chord position I picked up from the bass player from the Smiths is this one right here. Okay, this is a really nice sound that uses 2 roots and a major third. So right here I have my A root, then I have an octave A root, and then on the bottom I'm pressing down the 6th fret of the G string. That's my major third right there. So we have 2 1s and then 1 3, right, of the major scale. Now that doesn't make a complete major chord without the 5, but it sounds really nice. Similarly, if you take that middle finger off and you bar the 5th fret, then you have a minor third, which makes for a minor triad. Now, also those guitar chord positions we were talking about, if you play them up higher on the neck, sometimes they might sound better, right? So, like for instance, if I did a C right here, and I added the major third below it, just these 2 strings, that's got a really nice sound to it. So it's really chords with like 3 different notes that will sound maybe a little muddy if you don't like strum them individually like an arpeggio. But that doesn't mean you still can't do it. There are a lot of players that utilize that. But it's like if I do, that's a 1 3 5 right there. Sounds kind of meh strumming it, right? But arpeggiating it sounds a little bit. The way that bass players think about chords is often about arpeggiating it or doing a walking bass line through the scale. But sometimes on rare occasions, there is a place to apply strumming chords with, multiple notes together at the same time.